If I had to say I had a message for Jonathan Edwards, it would be thank you for leading the way, but now it's time to move out the way. Come for that record, trying to be #1 in history, but thank you anyway.
In 2011, triple jumper Christian Taylor experienced the sort of season most track and field athletes only ever dream of. Just weeks after turning professional, CT, as he's known to his friends and family, jumped to an incredible victory at the Athletics World Championships in South Korea. This year, the 21-year-old American will be one of the big favourites for Olympic gold at London 2012. Growing up near Atlanta in Georgia, Christian was a natural sportsman who showed promise in soccer, American football, and athletics.
I mean, I've always been a little jumper. I mean, going back to even when I was pretty small, my parents would constantly tell me to stop jumping. We have hardwood floors in the house, and just stop jumping on the boards because we'd have to, you know, take them up and change it. And it actually came to a point where that did have to happen. My parents had to change the floorboards because I was just constantly jumping, and I don't know if it was, you know, a calling or a sign or something, but ended up being something I became very passionate about.
In 2007, while still at high school, Christian struck gold at the World Youth Championships in the Czech Republic, a victory that led to him being inundated with scholarship offers from a whole host of US colleges. In the end, he decided to take his talents to Gainesville and the University of Florida. Today, Christian lives full-time in Daytona Beach, but returns to the campus regularly to train.
This is old stomping grounds. This is the Florida track, the soccer facility, the locker rooms, all of it. This is where I spend all my time, and it's great to be back. Let's go Gators, baby. Not a Gator, Gator bait.
Whilst at college, Christian won 3 NCAA triple jump titles and developed into one of the event's most exciting prospects. After turning pro at the end of his junior year, he fulfilled his potential almost immediately. The talented Mr. Taylor's abilities don't end in the sandpit. He's also an exceptional sprinter.
Okay, one thing most people don't know about me is I am a pretty good 400 runner. And I like to mix it up a little bit, kind of like Carl Lewis. Surprise a couple people because a lot of people think, oh, he's a jumper. Jumper's supposed to stay in the sand. Well, playtime is over. I came on the track, did work, and I might be surprising a few of you guys in the next season to come. Maybe Olympics, maybe world champs. But for now, I'm staying focused on the triple jump. Watch out for me, London 2012, triple jump.
Christian has a personal best of 45.34 seconds for the 400 meters and is targeting a place on the American relay team for London. When Transworld Sport was in Gainesville, Christian's proud father, who coached him when he was younger, was at the track, watching his son going through his paces.
Christian is one of those athletes who is, I think, is obsessed of being a perfectionist. So for him, it's not even ever an issue of working too hard. Once you tell Christian what he's trying to achieve, he'll do whatever it takes to achieve that goal. Christian gets up in the morning early, he works out. Afternoon, he works out. Whatever he needs to do, he'll do.
Another interested spectator in Gainesville on the day that we were there was France's Teddy Tamgo. Tamgo, the reigning world indoor champion, is now based in Florida, and he'll be one of Christian's biggest rivals for Olympic gold come London.
He's a great athlete, and I saw him win the World Youth title in 2007, and that showed just how much potential he had. He jumped well over 17 meters as a junior, and that is extremely impressive jumping. So I'm not surprised at just how well he is doing now. He's a year younger than me and has already jumped a long way. He's extremely talented and will be tough to beat. He's got work to do, but he has the potential to be a great jumper.
cas, je l'espère.
The triple jump is currently one of the most competitive events in track and field. The world record remains the 18.29 metres that Britain's Jonathan Edwards jumped in 1995. It's a distance that Christian believes he will soon surpass.
Distance-wise, if I can get, I don't want to blow anybody's mind, but if I can get an 1850, that's when I started. That's been my #1 number, 1850. And it may sound crazy, but I believe in my heart that I do have that in me, and it will take time. I know that.
Although he decided to forego his final year at college to turn professional, Christian has continued with his education and is determined to finish his degree at the University of Florida. When he's away competing, he completes his work online, but during the off-season, he goes back to the classroom.
Combining pro athletics and being a student, it's easy because it's the same as just being a college student. Travel's a little different, but at the same time, if you want to do it, you can make it happen. And I mean, I'm trying to get this degree.
Right now I'm studying hospitality and tourism, and that's really into the hotel industry. And thankfully, you know, this is like a big internship being in track because you're going from hotel to hotel. My dream is to get a resort. I mean, I don't know if I'll build a resort or something, but just to manage, to oversee, to entertain, just being a part of that, bringing smiles to people's faces.
Yet, even when he's studying, athletics is never far from Christian's mind.
At Library West, where I do a lot of my studies before, after practice, and study academics, but also a big fan of the sport, big student of the sport, and obviously if you're gonna be the best, you wanna beat the best, you gotta watch the best to see what they're doing. And right now, you know, I'm taking in YouTube. This is where it all started. This was my film. This is my Bible, my diary. This was it. YouTube, watching the greats. And so, I mean, what more can you say? Just the speed breakdown, his intensity through just running through the board, which is what I spoke about earlier, and just his patience and the energy. I mean, when he broke the world record, I mean, obviously emotions fled through his body, and it was obviously an emotional moment. But the thing is, he didn't just do it once; he did it, you know, twice in one meet, which was incredible, you know. And it takes me back to Daegu, and to even top that, you know, it's just something I don't even know if I could have done. But just, you know, shows you the kind of class of athlete that he was, and the kind of person he was. Just continue fighting and pushing through and giving the crowd a show.
I mean, it's still a bit of a way from 1796 to 1829, but he's only young. And as I say, the way that he jumped that 1796 does make me believe there's more to come. I mean, I've got my fingers crossed that he doesn't do it just yet, but yeah, he's a super talent.
There's no doubt that the men's triple jump will be one of the highlights of the London Olympics. A proven championship performer, Christian will head to those games as one of the big favourites for gold. And if the 21-year-old arrives in the English capital injury-free, then don't be surprised if Christian Taylor leaves London with 2 gold medals.
Getting a gold medal would be, I mean, the icing on the cake. Once again, it's great to talk about it, but to do it is a different thing. And if I could do that, you know, that's the pinnacle of you know, any athletic goal. But also, I mean, I really do enjoy running, and I'd really like to get on that relay because it'd be something different. It'd be something no one else has done, especially in the triple jump. And so, really just trying to change the game. You know, I'm trying to be a game changer and do something no one has done.